So yeah, all right. Let's visualize you're a balloon, all right, and they have a canopy of trees, and you're, like our natural flow is to ascend, right? It's to rise, grow. So as we're rising up from the ground, as we're learning how to fly and elevate, we get attached to certain lessons, certain levels. View those lessons and levels as tree branches, okay? So you, balloon, decided to attach yourself to a physical tree branch, right? And until you let go of that tree branch that you attached to, you can't elevate any further. That's why I don't attach to groups. That's why I don't attach to books, because you can only learn as much as that level is offering. That's why I let go. So once you learn how to let go, that's when you really grow. You let go, you grow. And that's the detachment, whether it is your peace, whether it is, I'll say, like in my life, like what I've been doing a lot recently is I've been sacrificing, quote, quote, letting go of my peace, of my balance. And I mean that in a way, not like, oh, I was at peace and I just jumped into a situation and now I no longer feel at peace. No, it's like I let go of that peace. I wasn't attached and content and complacent with that peace, with that energy, with that frequency. I was like, you know what? I'm gratitude of this enlightenment that I just reached. Yeah, I'm gonna let go of it so I can rise even higher. And that's what I've been doing a lot recently, bro. And the truth is, whenever you're increasing, whenever you're growing, whenever you are changing, frequencies that are not changing with you will detach. They were naturally will move out of your life. Like that's just the natural of it, bro. For instance, with a radio station, if you pick the frequency of R&B and then you change it to hip hop, those R&B songs will get left behind. So it's like whatever frequency you choose, that's what you're going to attract. And anything that's not that will get casted away. Naturally, it will cast itself away. You don't have to do anything. That's the truth. Yeah, the law of detachment, right? Once you really learn how to detach from everything, including yourself, your ego, like the egos, the lessons we learn, just the personas that we embody to survive, We go through things and we become certain egos so we could get through that thing. And you have to learn how to detach from all that, bro. Because once you detach from all that, that's when you really could connect. There's a big difference between detachment and connection. One way to look at it is attachment is physical, right? Hold up. Look at how you looking at me, Yeah, run away. Look at it. Attachment is physical. Attachment is physical. Look at it this way. This is how I like to look at it. Let's say you meet someone and you like the vibe, you like the frequency, right? So that vibe, you're connected with that vibe, you're connected with that frequency, with that feeling of what you're getting. Let's say over time they start to change, you start to change, you no longer like the vibe, yet it feels so hard to let go of them and to move on. You know why? Because you're not just connected to the frequency, to the feelings. Along the way, you became attached to the physical vessel. And quote that word, vessel. What I mean by vessel is that human. You got attached to that person, to that human. When in actuality, that vessel is no longer carrying what you fell in love with. So now, you have to learn to detach. You have to learn to let go of that physical vessel and remember your true essence, which was the connection, the frequency, the vibe. Guess what? That vessel let go of that spirit, of that energy, that frequency. Another vessel is holding that. Actuality, you are holding that connection. That frequency, that energy, that vibe that you fell in love with is truly within yourself. Yeah, looking outside of your own vessel, other vessels are choosing that same frequency. Now, the person who you were originally with may be no longer choosing that frequency. And that's fine. That's natural. Nothing is right or wrong about that. That's natural. We will change. We will evolve. Simply put. Yet it's up to you to remember and to choose. Am I attached to this vessel, or am I connected with this frequency? With this, spirit, whatever you want to call it, with this vibe. So that's what you have to remember. And because I was able to learn, we're all able to, yet I learned already and practiced how to let go of things. That's when I was able to grow and reach higher enlightenment, because I don't get stuck that, yes, I know this, I'm better than you, or I know more than you. No. It's not even want to be. I am infinite, all right? I'll say I used to want to be the best, not to flex, to help everybody else realize that you're also the best. I used to always want to help people, right? And hold their hands and teach them. Yet I realized the best way to help is to be the beacon, to be a role model. Embody what you're trying to teach others. Like, you lift your frequency, that's how you lift the frequency of the entire universe. Because you are the universe. We're all connected. It's like a team, right? It's like a crowd, a group. You are who you hang around, right? Y'all heard that phrase. So if this one person elevate in his group, it will spark an elevation in the entire group. And whoever doesn't elevate will naturally draw away from the group. That's just how it is. That's just a truth. That's the natural flow. So I'm going to keep that one short and simple. Yeah. The closing message to sum everything, or just a message that I want to plant, a seed I want to plant with y'all, is don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to let go of that comfort. Because, I think a lot of people, if not all of us, get caught into comfort. I want to be comfortable. When growing up, I decided to make the uncomfortable comfortable. So since a young age, I purposely threw myself in uncomfortable situations so I could become comfortable with everything, right? Because just like in Avatar and the Legend of Korra, they say, in order to bend someone else or something else, you have to be unbendable yourself. So learn to be unbendable. So don't chase comfort. If you're going to chase anything, which I don't encourage anybody to chase anything, yet if you're going to chase anything, chase making the uncomfortable comfortable. That's also transmuting negativity to positivity, right? So let go of that comfort, bro. Let go of what you learned. Let go of your programming and create anew. Create infinite. Don't limit yourself to, I'm comfortable, this is enough, complacent. Bro, everyone, I don't care what you did. Right, wrong, good, bad. I don't care if you killed somebody. I don't care what you did, dog. We all have the potential to be infinite. You could do something horrendous today, and 5 minutes later, you reach enlightenment, and you realize everything that you did, and you realize all the potential that we all have as a universe. So let go of that complacency, that comfort. Let go of everything that you knew. And by let go, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be connected. It doesn't mean that you're going to forget everything you learned. It just means you won't just strictly rely only on that. Okay? So let go. That's the only way that you will grow. That's the only way to become infinite and learn more. Now, hey, if you want to just be what you are, that's cool, Yeah, I just want you to know that you are also more than what you believe you are. Keep growing, keep flowing, don't attach, connect. Love everyone. We are all one. There's no better, no worse. There's no right, no wrong. Simply connection. One. Talk to y'all later.